everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel Pharma and Jobs in Dubai. I am Vandana. I hope you all must be doing good and in good health. Friends, in today's video, I'm going to share with you information regarding so many of you ask me more often like it is compulsory to pass DHA MOH and Haad license examination. We cannot work without those. It is compulsory, then only we can work in the pharmacy field. Do we need it, require it for the pharmaceutical industries? Do we require it for the MR job and all those things? So these kind of questions I keep on getting. So many times I have read these questions. So I thought to make a video on the topic and provide you the information where you will come to know that there are many options apart from the pharmacist, where you don't have to give Dubai Health Authority license, where you don't have to give Ministry of Health license, where you do not have to give Haad license. So these three licenses, Dubai Health Authority, MOH and Haad license, these three are the license for a pharmacist in UAE, in the entire UAE, divided in different zones, as I've already shared in my many videos. But today we are not going to discuss in detail about this because the video topic is something else. So now, moving ahead with the video, friends, there are many other sectors where these three licenses are not required. And you being a pharmacist, you being a pharmacy student, done B Pharm, M Pharm, Diploma, Pharm D, or even if you are, there are some fields where even if you are BSc Chemistry, you are a MSc Chemistry, or if you are in BSc and MSc, you can also look for these options. In fact, I would like to share with you, I had a colleague once, he was a store manager from South India. He was a store manager, and he was a, I think, BCom guy. He has done graduation. He was junior to me in age, in qualification and in everything, but he was a store manager of the pharmacy. And I had joined that chain newly, and I was working as a pharmacist, although I was offered as pharmacist in charge position. But since I had joined that job after a long period of time, so I did not opt that option. I said for a few months I would like to work only as a pharmacist, and then later on you can promote me to pharmacist in charge. So he was a person from South India, and he was a BCom, not even from science background, and he was working as a store manager of the pharmacy, and his salary, I had asked him that time, he was earning as 5,000 dirhams. So these things also happen in a pharmacy where you are working with your colleagues who are not B Pharm or M Pharm, who have not any knowledge of the pharmaceutical things, the pharmacy that we study, the pharmacy subjects that we have studied in our colleges. So this all I'm going to share with you in this video today. So this video is going to be very interesting, and it's also going to be very helpful for you to choose your career in UAE. If you want to come to Dubai, because it is very close to India, you know, just 3 hours we reach India. So if you want to know about this, watch the video till the end. Don't skip this video, क्योंकि अगर आप वीडियो को लास्ट तक नहीं देखेंगे and then if you ask me in the comment section, I'm not going to answer to your questions, जबकि मैं अपने सारे कमेंट्स के कोशिश करती हूँ कि आंसर दूँ, और मैं ऑलमोस्ट हर कमेंट का आंसर आप लोगों को देती हूँ, because you have a hope for that answer. So I always try my best to give you answer, but please watch the video till the end so that आपको सब कुछ पता चले. If I can complete everything in today's video, it will be okay. Otherwise I will make another sequel with the same topic so that you come to know everything, because I will share with you all the information. So please guys, मेरे चैनल को Pharma and Jobs in Dubai को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए. Please like the video and share with your friends who want to make their career in UAE or who want to come to Dubai and work here. Friends, in a pharmacy, I'm not talking about pharmacist today. Please keep in your mind, nothing about a pharmacist, because pharmacists need DHA MOH and Haad. So in a pharmacy, we have some other positions also. There are some big groups of pharmacies, big chain pharmacies, which hire, I'm talking about those big groups who have more than 100 pharmacies in UAE, and their pharmacies are also located in one of the reputed, renowned malls, not reputed I would say, in the renowned malls in UAE, like Dubai Mall, Mall of Emirates, Ibn Battuta Mall, many big city centers here. So they have their pharmacies there, not just one pharmacies, they have their 2 to 3 pharmacies, even in some malls and some city centers. There are other options in a pharmacy, like pharmacist, a pharmacy executive. So these big pharmacies, for their some pharmacies, they also hire, not some pharmacies, for their so many pharmacies, they hire pharmacy executives. These pharmacy executives are not pharmacists, and because you're not a pharmacist, you don't have a license, you're not allowed to give medicines. You don't have to deal with the customers who have come with a prescription and who want to have knowledge about the medicine. You cannot deal with those kind of customers and patients, and this is not your job, because for that for these kind of customers and for these patients, pharmacists will be in the pharmacy. Since you are a pharmacist, a pharmacy executive, your work is to look after some other things in the pharmacy. You will look after the customers who have come for other kind of products that are in the pharmacy, apart from the medicines. Then as a pharmacist executive, when you gain experience, when you have worked for say 2 years in the same company, you have completed almost 3 years in the same company, then you are promoted to store managers also. Sometimes you are asked if you can manage the store now. They give you an offer to work as a store manager. Your salary is increased, you get a hike in your salary, and you get raised in your position. You are promoted from a pharmacy executive to a store manager. And then still as a store manager also, you will look after the other necessities of a pharmacy, but you will not give the medicine to the customers because you don't have a license for that. And in case if you are found to do so, you will be terminated. So there are both if there are something good about the position, and there is something bad also about the position. So there are both good and bad things included. So you have to be very much careful about that. You are not dealing with medicines, you are not dealing with patients with prescriptions, and you are not dispensing anybody medicine, not even the OTC medicines. You are not allowed to do that because you don't have a pharmacy background. You can give them some information in case if they want, but you cannot dispense them your OTC medicines. So but you can look after the other things of the pharmacy, like the insurance things, like the shortages in the pharmacy, to maintain the inventory of the pharmacy, to look after there are some registers maintained in the pharmacy online as well as in the system as well as physically. So you have to check all those things, keep a record of everything. So there are many other works which you as a store manager has to perform. Since and you have already been working there as a pharmacy executive, so you already know about the SKUs of that company or the SKUs that pharmacy contains. So this is about these are two positions I discussed with you just now. I shared with you, which is the pharmacy executive and the store managers who do not have a pharmacy background, as well as you don't have a license of DHA MOH Haad. Then the other position which I have been sharing with you in many videos, and I have even made a separate video for that, and that is a trainee pharmacist. So trainee pharmacist, although has his background from pharmacy, he has studied B Pharm or M Pharm or PharmD, but he do not have a license. So you do not have a DHA MOH Haad license. So you want to work as a trainee. As you know, that 2 years experience is mandatory to get the license. But since you do not have that license, you do not have that experience, you are a fresher, a fresh graduate from any of these trades or from a diploma in pharmacy, then for you also this position is there. That is, you can go for other positions as well, but the thing here is those people who are working as pharmacy executives, who are working as store managers without pharmacy license or without pharmacy background, they will never become a pharmacist, and they will never have a choice to give a DHA MOH Haad exam. Okay, but you, since you have a background from pharmacy, you have done D Pharm, B Pharm, M Pharm or PharmD, you have taken the education from a pharmacy college, you have the choice in future to work as a pharmacist in any of the pharmaceutical, any of the pharmacy related healthcare chain groups in UAE. But since you do not have experience just now, you're working as a trainee pharmacist. I'm talking about if you want to come to UAE or you want to come to Dubai, you don't have experience, you are a fresher, and you think that let me take my experience in UAE, let me take my experience in Dubai, and let me work for 2 years in this company, and then later on I can go and give my DHA exam, take my license, or I give MOH exam, take my license, and then I can work as a pharmacist and in that case also you are promoted from a trainee pharmacist to pharmacist, as well as your there is appraisal in your salary. Like as a trainee, if you're getting 2.5 or 3,000 dirham, like 2,500 or 3,000 dirhams in some case in some pharmacies, then immediately you will be promoted to like 4,500 or say 5,000 dirham as you get your license, because now you already have the knowledge of medicines, the knowledge of products which are sold in UAE. You already is aware of the UAE market in terms of pharmaceutical products, in terms of pharmacy. So you have that knowledge of that local knowledge which you require. So you will easily be promoted from like 2,500 to from 3,000 to 5,000 in so many pharmaceutical groups here and so many pharmaceutical chains here in UAE. So this is the benefit from from in both the cases I shared with you, when you have a pharmacy background as well as when you don't have a pharmacy background. Because people who are who have done BSc, who have done MSc, who have done some other trades but want to work in the pharmaceutical field here, because we know that pharmaceutical field is especially the pharmacy line is very huge in UAE. More than thousands of pharmacies are here. Many groups are there. They are having more than 150 pharmacies, maybe reached to 200 by now because they always have new openings. Every month they have 3 to 4 new openings in different places. So that's why there is always hiring for pharmacists. There is always requirement of a pharmacist. Not only of the pharmacist, there is a requirement for these positions also, जो मैंने आपके साथ इस वीडियो में आज बात करी, फार्मेसी एग्जीक्यूटिव्स की, स्टोर मैनेजर्स की. स्टोर मैनेजर फार्मासिस्ट भी हो सकता है और विदाउट फार्मेसी लाइसेंस भी हो सकता है, बट उसके पास एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए, बिकॉज बिना एक्सपीरियंस के आप स्टोर मैनेजर नहीं बन सकते, बिकॉज यू हैव टू मैनेज द एंटायर स्टोर. एंड देन कुछ होता है तो उसके लिए आपकी फार्मासिस्ट से पहले भी आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है. इवन द फार्मासिस्ट वर्क अंडर यू. ओके, सो आई थिंक इस वीडियो में मैं इतना ही बता पाऊंगी, बिकॉज इफ आई शेयर मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन, बिकॉज आई हैव लॉट्स ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेशन, आई हैव मेड my good notes for you guys to share with you all those information. But अगर मैं इसको और शेयर करूँगी, then there are some people who say मैडम आपका वीडियो बहुत लंबा हो जाता है. So in that case this video is going to end here. So guys, I hope आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन सही लगी होगी और हेल्पफुल होगी. मैं भी आपके साथ आगे की वीडियोज़ में जो इसी टॉपिक पे है, इसी का सीक्वल रहेगा, से पार्ट 2 आपके साथ और शेयर करूँगी. प्लीज़ आज की वीडियो को आप पूरा देखिए और देन नेक्स्ट वीडियो को भी पूरा देखिए, क्योंकि बाकी की चीज़ें मैं आपके साथ उसमें शेयर करूँगी. सो थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो. प्लीज़ मेरा वीडियो चैनल सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर कीजिए. अगर आप लोगों ने नोटिफिकेशन बेल आइकन अभी तक प्रेस नहीं किया है तो उसे भी प्रेस कर लीजिए, सो दैट यू गेट माई न्यू वीडियो अपलोड्स नोटिफिकेशन एज सून एज आई upload them. Whenever I get time, I usually make videos and I upload them. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for part 2 of the same topic.